All right, so today we have my apple tree that I have. This is one that I grew from seed, and this one has come out of dormancy a little early. It started growing some new leaves about 2 to 3 weeks ago. I have this in with my tropical trees, and it's probably just too warm here, so oh well. I trimmed this one earlier in the summer, I believe. The moss on here is looking pretty good still. I probably won't touch this one until the spring sometime, unless it gets a little bit too tall up here in the plant room. So yeah, there it is, our apple tree. All right, next we have the Ficus Microcarpa Tiger Bark. And as you can see, it's not too happy right now. I think I might have stunted this one a little bit too much. So this is the bottom half of the air layer that I did. So I was pretty confident that this one was actually going to take, but I think should have done an air layer where it would have actually had some branches to survive. Well, chalk it up to another, learning experience. So we'll see what happens in the spring, and who knows, maybe it'll come back to life. All right, and next up we have the top part of the Tiger Bark Ficus Microcarpa. So this one actually is doing pretty well. It's still putting out new growth. It's in good shape. At least we have the top part still good to go here. I can tell it's starting to grip down a little bit more with the roots. This one is healthy and happy, so who knows, maybe I'll try another air layer on this one next year with this part and see if we can have a little bit more success. But I'll definitely be giving this one a trim in the spring, and yeah, I'm loving how this one is growing. All right, and this is my kiwi vine that I grew from seed. This one is definitely over a year old. Not exactly sure how old. This one lost its leaves about 2 months ago and has just been chilling out, being dormant for a couple months. And recently, it just came out of dormancy. As you can see, there's a little bud here, and that makes me pretty happy because I was a little concerned about this one. I wasn't sure at first if kiwis went into dormancy, but after doing some reading, I did realize that they do lose their leaves during the winter. So it seems like this one is starting to wake up, and I'm excited to see what this one does. The leaves on these things get very big, so not ideal for bonsai, but it's a vine, it's not a tree, and a little bit of an experiment. So yeah, I'm super happy with how this is going. We'll see what it looks like in 2024. All right, and up next we have another one of my favorites. This is my Eastern Redbud. This is one of two that I have. This is actually one of the first videos that I did on my Dreaming of Bonsai channel here, and when I started, I didn't actually put this into any bonsai soil. I just did a slip pot right into a different pot here. So this still has its organic soil, and it did great over the summer, but I think in the spring, once this thing starts coming out of dormancy, I'm going to give it a little bit of a trim, and I'm actually going to repot this one as well. Right now it's in dormancy and it's in good shape, so I'm gonna let it sit for the winter, and then yeah, I'll do some work on it in the spring. The Eastern Redbud actually gets these really cool flowers that grow on the trunk and on the branches, and that usually happens, I believe, around year 3, 4, or 5. I'm not 100% sure, but who knows, maybe this one will get some flowers this year. But if not, no worries. Yeah, this is one of my faves for sure. Okay, and this is my second Eastern Redbud. This one, as you can see, is getting quite tall. I'm debating whether I'm going to clip it or not right now. I think I'm going to leave it to spring. I'm going to wait till this one comes out of dormancy as well to do any type of work on it. I might do a little bit of root pruning on the top roots here that you can see. It's a little bit sloppy. I was thinking about actually air layering this one because I know that Eastern Redbuds do not propagate very well from cuttings. Figure what the heck, maybe we'll try it out. So it might be a little bit of an experiment next year. Both of these Eastern Redbuds are probably coming up close to about 3 years old. So yeah, maybe we'll get some flowers this year. All right, and this is my Variegated Ficus Benjamina. This is the second of the two that I have. So I did a trim on this a couple months ago, and this one has, taken pretty well since then. You can see we have some branches coming out and a lot of horizontal branches at that. So this one's doing pretty well, and I'm just going to allow this to grow for the next couple months and see where it takes us. All right, so this is my Dawn Redwood tree. This one I grew from seed, and it is now, as you can see, in dormancy. All of the leaves are gone from it, and all of the branches that were too young to survive have fell off. All of the branches that are on here now will probably survive and will start growing some leaves in the spring. I'm not going to do any pruning on it today. I'm just going to wait until spring, and I'm actually debating repotting this and putting it into something bigger just to get the roots going a little bit stronger. And this one grew very vigorously this year, so I'm probably going to take this down about halfway next year just so it's not so crazy tall. But yeah, this one's looking good. Anxious to see what will happen with this in the spring. This will be a good one to watch out for. And yeah, that's all of our updates for today. Thanks for watching.